Hey, hi. How are you doing today? Fancy meeting you here. So today we will be doing one of many book unhauls that I have for you guys, okay? I got a lot of them planned, a lot. So I love books. I've been an avid reader since high school, but the problem was in high school, I didn't have much concept of quantity. So I have a fuck ton of books from those days, and it's really disappointing because I've spent a whole lot of money on them, but a lot of them I haven't even read, dislike, or just want to get rid of. So today I'm going to take you through 4 bags of books, and we're going to unhaul them. So the rule I have with my bookshelf behind me is I only keep books up there that I've read besides my book of the month shelf. But besides that, only books up there that I've read and that I've loved. So we have quite a bit of books. Let's just jump right into it. Let's stop with this. Jump right into it. So the first bag I have for you is a handy dandy Wegmans reusable bag filled with Sarah J. Maas Throne of Glass series. So there are a couple reasons why I'm getting rid of this. I feel as though I've kind of transitioned away. When I'm reaching for a science fiction fantasy book, I'm not reaching a lot of the times for a young adult. And Sarah J. Maas has had some problematic stuff come out about her. Do your own research, make your own decisions, but this is mine. I'm getting rid of her books off my shelf. So I have all of the Throne of Glass books in here. So Throne of Glass, Crown of Midnight, Assassin's Blade, Kingdom of Ash, Empire of Storms, Heir of Fire, Queen of Shadows, oh goodness, and Tower of Dawn, all inside this bag, and another copy of Queen of Shadows, but I'm not going to take that out because I want to put them all back in, so that way it's nice and neat. And this is the third time I filmed this video, so I am not going to leave them lying around because I've had to pick them up now. This is the 4th time I'm filming this, so I'm not picking them up the 4th time. So this bag filled with Sarah J. Maas, someone else can enjoy them. Unfortunately, I had a problem where I somehow thought I enjoyed hardbacks more than paperbacks. That's just society telling me what to do. I enjoy paperbacks more than hardbacks. These are all hardbacks. They're going. Getting rid of them. Goodbye. Have another life somewhere else. Second bag I am popping into is White Hot Kiss and Stone Cold Touch by Jennifer L. Armentrout. I was on the JLA train back in the early 2010s, truly. So much so that my high school ass went to the 92Y in New York City to get these books signed. And if you don't believe me, I'm going to show you. Ready? That's badass, right? Right? For the hype trains. I guess she was pretty hyped back in the day too, but. So these are about gargoyle romance lovers. And it's hot and steamy, but I'm just not looking to pick these up ever again. You know, if I were to move out, maybe I'd keep them on my shelf. So I'm going to keep them for like the last batch of books that I actually get rid of. Because there's a possibility I would keep these if I have the space and room for them. But I don't right now. And there are other books I want on my shelf more. So these are going to go with the donate stuff. Who knows where these will really end up at the end of the day. But for now, we're going to donate them. Jeez. So, sorry if the camera angle just switched. I just kicked my tripod. Totally my bad, but we'll have to roll with it. It is what it is. Next, we have The Virgin Suicides. I've never read this book. I don't know why I have it on my shelf or why I did in the first place. So we're going to get rid of it. Yeah, nothing more to say about this one. That's it. And the last thing we have in this book is the entire Vampire Academy series. Again, another one I'm not quite sure I'm gonna get rid of because they're so iconic. Like, look at these iconic covers. They're so iconic. And I remember really enjoying these. I have the last 3 in here as well, but I'm too lazy to take them out. I really enjoyed them. I do want to read the first one for a YouTube video, kind of going back to all of my favorite books that I read in high school and middle school. But for now, again, we'll put these with the donate. We'll see if I have the space and room in a couple months for these books. If I do, I'll keep them because I really do enjoy them. It's a really nice paperback set, which I really like. It's the old covers with the fucking faces on it. Iconic. You can't beat that. So again, these are with my donate stuff, but who knows if I'll actually be donating them because Vampire Academy series by Rochelle Mead was iconic. That is it for bag 2. Bag 3. We have my mom's old high school backpack from like the 1980s. Isn't this iconic? It is for me. So, on very top, we have Lonnie Taylor's trilogy for Daughter of Smoke and Bone. Again, not that I didn't enjoy this, but they are really hefty hardbacks. And I don't know, like, I read the first one 3 times, second one twice, third one I could not read. Okay. Sorry, my hands are tiny. Third one I just couldn't read, so maybe one day I'll get to these. Another one, it's like every one I pick out of these bags, I'm like, oh, well, I'll keep them for the last batch of donations, but it's not every book, like I promise. It just so happens that they are like back to back to back, but I might keep these. We'll save them for the last pile of donations. We will see, though, because I don't know if I'll ever get to the last book in this, and I don't want to reread it again, so we'll see. Outlander by Diana Gabaldon. I just have absolutely zero interest in reading this. My dental hygienist recommended it to me while she was, twiddling in my mouth, and that's why I bought it. But I have absolutely zero interest in it or the TV show, so we're not going to read it, and we're going to get rid of it because someone else will love this nice floppy paperback. Next, we have The Great Alone by Kristen Hanna. I do love The Nightingale by Kristen Hanna. The Great Alone by Kate Hanna. Oh my god. The Great Alone by Kristen Hanna. Not sure if I'm going to keep... I'm definitely not going to keep this. I don't know why I said I'm not sure if I'm going to keep this. Definitely not going to keep this. I read The Nightingale by Kristen Hanna, and that was really, really good. But I just have no interest in reading any more of her historical fiction work. It's not really my genre. I'm pretty sure it's all historical fiction. And that's just not really what I'm into reading, so I'll pass this along to someone else who can enjoy it more than I will. All right, another Sarah J. Maas hefty book. I've never read this, I never will, and I want to get Sarah J. Maas off my shelves. Crescent City. I have no interest in it. I'm not even quite sure what it's about, so we're just getting rid of it. We're gonna get rid of it. All right, you guys might fight me for this next one, but I don't care because I don't like it. That is The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue. I don't like this book. I thought it was really boring and kind of surface level. It didn't quite take it to where I wanted it to be taken because at the end of the day, she did leave a mark through being muses for artists, across the world throughout time. And it also felt like V.E. Schwab just Googled old white men in history and then name dropped a bunch of them in this book. And I really don't like that. I mean, I'm no V.E. Schwab hater. I have her special editions of A Darker Shade of Magic trilogy up there. Like, I love V.E. Schwab, but I just cannot get down with this book. So it is gonna go. That's that on that. Sorry, I have to move the last bit of books so my dog can get on my bed. All right, next we have, I hate this book so much, I'm sorry, Illuminae and Gemina by Amy Kaufman and Jay Kristoff. I have zero interest in reading the second one, read the first one a while ago, can't tell you what it's about besides a rogue spaceship, but I have no interest in reading any of Jay Kristoff's work Amy Kaufman, maybe, but Jay Kristoff, no. Absolutely not. No interest. So I'm going to be giving these to someone else. Maybe it could complete someone's collection, but it does not complete mine. So they're going. All right. Last book in this bag. It feels like it's like a never-ending bag. There are so many books that could fit in it. An Ember in the Ashes by Saba Tahir. I don't know if you could see with this angle. I actually have the quartet up there. I don't have the last one. I'm waiting for it to come out in paperback. But I have the quartet sitting up there. I really loved it, but I love the new covers for this even more than this cover. And like I mentioned, I was swindled into thinking that I loved hardbacks my entire life, when in fact no one likes hardbacks. Paperbacks are the way to go. So I am going to get rid of this, and someone else can really enjoy the story, because the story is really great, super, super fun, fast-paced. Saba Tahir is just amazing. Amazing. You hear the woodpecker in my wall? That one I can't do anything about. I apologize. That one's a lost cause. Ellie. So, oh my god, this is so heavy. Our final bag is a Vera Bradley duffel bag, filled with a whole lot of books. So, first thing I see is Anna Dressed in Blood and Girl of Nightmares by Kendar Blake. I'm not going to be reading these, and I think I've kind of aged past them. So I will give them to someone else who enjoys stories like this. The Darkest Minds trilogy by Alexander Bracken. I really enjoyed this as a teen in high school, running around, enjoying my life. I really liked this, but I just don't have any sort of interest in rereading it, picking it up. Again, I don't look at the books and really remember the plot, which is something for me that's really important. So I'm just gonna get rid of it. But, you know, these were like a fond part of my high school years, so I hope someone else picks them up and enjoys them. All right, so this Illumicrate duology, I'm not sure if I'm getting rid of, because the last time I filmed this, I've never taken this out of the box, okay? But the last time I filmed it, I took it out of the box. And these books are beautiful. So let me show you. These books are gorgeous. The sprayed edges, sparkles, with these gorgeous fairy tale covers. I don't know if I'll ever read them, because I haven't heard the best things about them, especially like this one, Spinning Silver. Uprooted, people like a little more, but Spinning Silver, I don't think I've heard anything good about. I don't know if I'll ever read these, because I just don't have an interest to, but these copies are breathtaking, and I don't know if I really want to get rid of them. So we'll see. Right now, they're off my shelf just because looking at them angered me. I took them off after I read Deadly Education by Naomi Novak. I hated that book. It went farther for me than just the blatant racism in it. For me, the characters were one-dimensional, annoying teenage girls, and it really bothered me. I felt like you can have a character who's a struggling teenage girl struggling with depression and all of that without making her super one-dimensional and stereotypical. But that's just my opinion. I really didn't like it, so not sure if I'll pick that up. Definitely won't be picking up the second book that just came out, and that trilogy, duology, with whatever it is. I wasn't a fan. Anyway, on to the next book. The Knife of Never Letting Go by Patrick Ness. I just don't have any interest in reading this. I don't have any interest in watching the shitstorm of a movie. And if I wanted to read it, I would have read it before the movie came out. So, yeah, we'll give this to someone else. It's a cool copy. It's for someone else, not for me. So, The Kingdom of Little Wounds. If you've ever read this book, let me know. I've never heard of it in my life. I bought it at a random bookstore in New Hampshire with my aunt because she wanted to buy me a book, and I really liked the burgundy sprayed edges. I've never read it. If you have read this book and you like it, let me know. If you've read this book and don't like it, let me know. That's great too. But I am gonna get rid of it. and someone else can have it on their shelf for a display piece or their favorite book or their least favorite book, and that's fine with me. Next we have Vitro by Jessica Corey. I don't remember anything about this book. I was looking at my Goodreads rating for it and I was like, it's amazing, it reads like a movie, the plot's so good. I'm like, I don't remember any of it. So we're gonna just kick this one to the curb. Reawakened by Colleen Hook. I've never read it. I actually was recently cleaning my room and found it underneath one of my bookshelves. Dustier than can be. So we will get rid of this. That's actually also where I found Vitro. So they are both gonna go. All right. Monday's Not Coming by Tiffany D. Jackson. I've had this on my shelf since it came out. I'm not sure. I'm not going to read the physical copy. And since I haven't read it yet, I'm not sure. I just don't want to keep this on my shelf. I loved Grown by Tiffany D. Jackson. So if I want to read this, I will just get it from my library through Libby, my favorite app ever. I will read it. And then if I want to buy it, I will slap myself for getting rid of it, but I will buy it anyway. I don't really care. So yeah, someone else can have this copy. This one hurts my heart because I don't know if you can see behind me, but Cemetery Boys is up on my shelf. And Lost in the Neverwoods by Aiden Thomas just didn't hit for me. His first book was so good. Cemetery Boys slapped. Amazing. Amazing. I enjoyed it. I devoured that book. It was like a steaming mug of hot chocolate. It was like a warm blanket. It was amazing. I loved it. This, I couldn't get through the first like 50 pages. I just thought it was boring. Aiden Thomas, you rock with Cemetery Boys. You truly do. And you rock as a human being. Let me tell you that. But this wasn't for me. And I'm sure it will be for someone else. Maybe someone who loves Peter Pan. Or maybe someone who's just into this type of style of book. For me, it's not it. So we'll be getting rid of it. That's okay though. It's really okay. Love you, Aiden Thomas, forever. All right, so I have 3 Cinda Williams Chima books. This is a little disappointing for me because everyone always raves about them. But like I mentioned before with Sarah J. Maas, I think when I go to pick up a fantasy, I'm not going to pick up a young adult fantasy. I'm going to pick up an adult fantasy. And I've had these on my shelf for years now, since high school, and still have not picked it up. So to me, that just means I won't be picking up any of these books. So The Exiled Queen, The Warrior Heir, or The Demon King. I think these 2 are in a series and this one's in a series, but yeah, someone else can enjoy them. They're not for me. Maybe I'll get them from my library one day, but today is not the day, and so they're gonna go off. Bye-bye. This last book, I might start a fight with some of you out there, but I honestly don't care. And I saved it for last because I knew I wanted to talk about it, okay? I wanted to talk about this universe as a whole because I have a bone to pick with all of these book talkers and YouTubers that are trying to fucking push this series and book on people. And you know, I'm glad that you enjoy it. I'm glad. And you know what? You can do whatever you want, really. I'm just being fucking dramatic. But I hate it so much. And there are so much more quality stuff you could pick up besides Six of Crows by Leigh Bardugo. I gotta say, this is like so, to me, 2-dimensional. It was so boring. The characters were flat. Besides maybe Nish, but that's like maybe. She maybe gave me something. You know that video of Dua Lipa where it's like, yes, go girl, give us nothing. It's like, yes, that's what this book makes me feel. And people hype it up to me for no reason. I read Crooked Kingdom this year and cannot tell you anything that's happened in that book. Absolutely nothing. It was fucking boring. Just like the fucking original trilogy in this. The Shadow and Bone trilogy. I'm not talking about the TV show, okay? Which, by the way, I didn't even get a full episode 2 because I thought that was boring as well. But you know, TV, it's a little more theatrical, fine. The books are awful. Alina is the most boring character on the face of the earth. All she does is complain. And then she ends up with like the most toxic male at the end. Oh, spoiler, she ends up with the most toxic male at the end of this trilogy. She would have been better off burning the fire with the Darkling. And by the way, the Darkling was the most boring villain on the face of this earth. The first book was really the book that was about him. And even then, like, he was lackluster, to say the least. Lackluster. Boring. He was boring. He had no depth to him. Tell me the depth. Give me the depth. I don't see it. I don't feel it. He was boring. So Elena would have been better off burning on the fires with him, dying. I would rather her see her as a martyr than as some random fucking bitch at an adoption center with now, who I fucking can't stand, who's been toxic this entire trilogy. I hate the Shadow and Bone universe so much. Six of Crows. All right, so I apologize if the camera angle changed again. Needed to move the tripod for my dog, but that is it for today's unhaul. I know that was like a lot of books, but that's not even all of them. Not even close to being all of them. I have a whole closet filled with fucking books that I have to donate. So we have like 2 or 3 more videos coming, the very least. I'm gonna have to wrap this up really quickly because my dogs won't stop barking, and it's really fucking phenomenal. I hope you're having a great day. I hope you continue to have a great day. And I hope you have a wonderful week, month, year, life. Okay? I hope you're doing well. And stay safe out there, okay? Peace, peace, love, peace and love, as Ringo Starr says. Peace and love. Bye-bye.